In the previous episode, we explored the Northeast United States from the excitement of New York City to the history of Boston, the cultural richness of Philadelphia, and the pristine nature of the White Mountains and Acadia National Park. Now it's time to continue our adventure and move into a new region of the US, the North. This area is best known for its vast landscapes, the Great Lakes, endless forests, and long winters. States such as Minnesota, North Dakota, Michigan, Wisconsin, and South Dakota each have their own unique character, from lakeside cities to national parks and distinctive local cultures. The North is a destination that appeals most to nature lovers, adventurers, and those seeking peace and tranquility in breathtaking natural surroundings. In this episode, we will introduce several key destinations in the North, provide detailed explanations about each, evaluate the real travel conditions, and finally, with transparent scoring, determine which destinations are the most valuable. If you enjoy precise travel guides, authentic destinations, and real comparisons, watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us. Number 1. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minneapolis is the largest city in Minnesota, located along the Mississippi River and surrounded by numerous lakes, giving it a unique atmosphere. The city is a cultural and artistic hub of the North. The Minneapolis Institute of Art, the Guthrie Theater, and live music venues create a vibrant arts scene. Urban parks and bike trails make Minneapolis one of the most nature-friendly cities in the US. Long, snowy winters provide opportunities for skiing and ice skating, while summers bring lively street festivals and local markets. The Mall of America, the largest shopping center in the US, is located in Bloomington in the Twin Cities metro area and is a popular destination for shopping. Accommodation and food costs are moderate, therefore it receives a score of 75 out of 100. Winters are very cold and summers are mild, therefore it receives a score of 60 out of 100. The surrounding nature with lakes and parks is attractive, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. Crowding is moderate, therefore it receives a score of 70 out of 100. People are friendly and cultural, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Security is at a good urban level, therefore it receives a score of 75 out of 100. Public transport is efficient and accessible, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Minneapolis combines culture, nature, and urban amenities. Therefore, it receives a total score of 75 out of 100. Number 2. Isle Royale, Michigan. Isle Royale, located in Lake Superior, is one of the most untouched national parks in the US. The island is only accessible by boat or plane, which has helped preserve its pristine nature. Long hiking trails, dense forests, and rocky shorelines offer a pure wilderness experience. Wildlife includes moose, wolves, and eagles, making it a special destination for nature enthusiasts. Absolute tranquility, the absence of cars, and the silence of the environment make Isle Royale one of the most unique national parks in America. Travel costs are relatively low, but facilities are limited. Therefore, it receives a score of 70 out of 100. The coastal climate is cold and variable. Therefore, it receives a score of 65 out of 100. The pristine world-class nature is exceptional. Therefore, it receives a score of 95 out of 100. Crowding is very low and tranquility is high. Therefore, it receives a score of 90 out of 100. Locals and guides are friendly, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Security is high and the environment is well managed, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Access is limited and only possible by boat or plane, therefore it receives a score of 50 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Isle Royale offers untouched nature and unique tranquility. Therefore, it receives a total score of 77.1 out of 100. Number 3. Badlands National Park, South Dakota. Badlands National Park features some of the most unique landscapes in the US. Colorful rock formations, deep valleys, and desert-like scenery create a striking environment. The area is also significant for its ancient fossils and geological history. Hiking and scenic drives through the formations provide a distinctive experience of American nature. Wildlife includes bison, bighorn sheep, and birds of prey, adding to the park's appeal. Badlands is a special destination for those seeking unusual landscapes and adventure in nature. Travel costs are affordable, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. The climate is dry and variable, therefore it receives a score of 65 out of 100. The rocky landscapes are unique and impressive, therefore it receives a score of 90 out of 100. Crowding is moderate and not overwhelming, therefore it receives a score of 75 out of 100. Locals are friendly, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Security is high and the environment is well managed, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Access is suitable but mostly by car, therefore it receives a score of 65 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Badlands offers distinctive scenery and unusual nature. Therefore, it receives a total score of 77.1 out of 100. Number 4. Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Wisconsin Dells is one of the most popular recreational areas in the north. It is famous for the Wisconsin River and its surrounding sandstone cliffs. Boat tours along the river, large water parks, and family entertainment centers make Wisconsin Dells a favorite destination for domestic tourists. Beyond entertainment, the surrounding forests and hiking trails offer a calmer experience. This region combines family fun with natural beauty, making it ideal for group trips. Travel costs are moderate, therefore it receives a score of 70 out of 100. The climate has 4 seasons with mild summers, therefore it receives a score of 70 out of 100. The river and sandstone nature are attractive, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. Summer crowding is high, therefore it receives a score of 65 out of 100. Locals are friendly and welcoming, therefore it receives a score of 85 out of 100. Security is good, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. Tourism infrastructure is strong and accessible, therefore it receives a score of 80 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Wisconsin Dells combines recreation and nature, therefore it receives a total score of 75.7 out of 100. The North is a region that appeals most to nature lovers and adventurers. From the tranquility of Isle Royale to the rocky landscapes of Badlands, this area offers a blend of nature, history, and local culture. For travelers seeking both peace in nature and cultural experiences, the North is an excellent choice. In the next episode, we will continue our adventure into the Northwest US, a region of towering mountains, rainforests, Pacific coastlines, and energetic cities like Seattle and Portland. This area is one of the most unique and beautiful regions of America and promises a completely different travel experience. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments so you don't miss the next adventure.